Someone is framing you. The police are coming. God says this message is reaching you at the exact moment it was meant to reach you, and nothing about this timing is accidental. Heaven has been watching you closely, and right now the truth is rising up in the unseen world. God wants you to know that what you have been feeling in your spirit, the sudden heaviness, the strange tension, the sense that something is happening behind the scenes, is not your imagination. Archangel Michael steps forward now, his voice firm, urgent, and filled with the deepest divine authority, saying, "I order you to listen. This is extremely important. Do not ignore this message." His voice is calm but sharp, like a trumpet that wakes the soul. He wants you to understand that someone is trying to frame you for something you did not do, and the spiritual realm is reacting immediately to protect you. God sees that your heart has been pure in moments when others misunderstood you. You stayed honest when others twisted the truth. You walked away quietly when others tried to provoke you. You did not retaliate even when you were betrayed. Heaven saw everything. Every tear you wiped silently, every moment you questioned why certain people treated you the way they did, every time you apologized even when you weren't wrong, God recorded it. And now, that goodness is rising like a shield around you because someone is trying to manipulate a situation to paint you as the guilty one. God says, "Be calm, my child. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. The police that are coming are not coming to destroy you. They are coming because someone else created chaos and used your name in it. But God is already in front of them, changing the direction of the storm, clearing your name before they even reach your door." The one who tried to frame you thought they could hide the truth from heaven, but they cannot. God is revealing everything. You are covered in divine protection, and no earthly scheme can overpower what God has already spoken over your life. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, his presence strong, his wings of light covering your emotions, your mind, your home, your path, and even your future. He says, "Do not fear this moment. You are not alone for even 1 second. Every attempt to frame you will collapse on its own. Truth is already moving." He is urging you not to panic, not to sink into worry, and not to allow fear to take root. The police are coming because someone told them a story, someone whose heart was filled with jealousy, anger, or desperation. But God is filling the situation with divine interference. By the time they reach the full picture, your innocence will shine clearer than the sun. You have been feeling a huge spiritual shift around you recently. Random thoughts, sudden tension, unexpected restlessness, it all happened because your spirit already sensed that something was unfolding in the unseen realm. God says you were picked specifically for this warning because your spiritual sensitivity is stronger than you think. Your heart hears Him before your mind understands. That is why this message feels like it was written inside your chest before you even read it. God is speaking directly. He wants you alert, not afraid. God is telling you that someone is trying to switch blame, someone who does not want to take responsibility for their own actions. They are creating a story to protect themselves by sacrificing your peace. But heaven refuses to let that happen. God has already placed confusion in the plans of the one who is framing you. The lies they built are already falling apart. The words they spoke are returning to them. Every attempt to tarnish your name is transforming into evidence that clears you. The police are being guided by divine timing, not human intention. God is touching the mind of every officer involved. He is placing calmness in their hearts so they do not approach you with misunderstanding. He is giving them wisdom so they can see through deception. Nothing that is meant for your harm will succeed. God says, I will stand between you and every false accusation. You have been fighting silent battles for a long time, battles that no one else sees. People see your strength, your smile, your ability to stand up after every fall, but they do not know the spiritual weight you carry. God says the enemy attacked you not because you are weak, but because you carry a powerful destiny. Your purpose threatens people who live in darkness. Your light exposes hearts without you even trying. That is why this person targeted you. They believed you would fall quietly, break quietly, or stay silent. But heaven says this time you will be defended publicly. Your name is protected, your path is protected, your home is protected, your peace is protected, your future is protected. Archangel Michael is fighting battles you cannot see. He is standing guard over your reputation. He is shutting the mouths of those who try to speak against you. He is removing people who were pretending to be close to you but secretly resented you. He is cutting spiritual cords that were draining you. He is placing divine armor around every part of your life. God wants you to breathe deeply, because He is already working. He is clearing the misunderstanding. He is exposing the liar. He is reversing the damage. He is turning the situation into testimony. God says you will not be harmed. You will not be taken away. You will not be blamed. You will not be punished for what you did not do. Heaven is rewriting the narrative right now. What was meant to destroy you will bring you into a new season of divine recognition and unexpected blessings. Sometimes God allows a situation to reach your doorstep not to break you, but to show the world that you are His. He allows people to test you so He can reveal Himself in your defense. He lets certain storms approach you only to demonstrate how quickly He can calm them. You are not being punished. You are being protected. This is not the end of something, this is the beginning of something greater. You are stepping into a season where truth will follow you like a shadow. Anyone who speaks your name with wrong intention will expose themselves instantly. Anyone who tries to harm you will fall into the hole they dug. Anyone who tries to twist your words will end up contradicting themselves. Anyone who falsely accuses you will be confronted by heaven itself. The person framing you knows exactly what they did. They acted out of fear, fear of losing control, fear of being caught for their own mistakes, fear of your potential, fear of your purity, fear of your divine protection. You are not the problem. Your light is the problem for those who live in shadows. Your honesty threatens people who cannot face the truth. Your strength bothers people who want to see you weak, but you remain blessed. You remain chosen. You remain covered. You remain unstoppable. God says, trust me. Pray to me. Lean on me. There will be a moment where everything that confused you will make sense. This difficulty is not a punishment, it is divine rearranging. God is shifting people out of your life, revealing secret intentions, and creating a pathway where no one can drag your name again. You are moving out of the season of being misunderstood. You are moving into the season of being divinely validated. You will soon see exactly why this had to happen. God is going to lift you to a place where even your enemies must admit that His hand is on you. They will wonder how you survived so many traps. They will wonder how you remained so calm. They will wonder how every false accusation disappeared. They will not understand that it was God who stood between you and every storm. Your prayers are more powerful than you realize. Every time you whispered, God, please protect me, heaven moved. Every time you said, God, please don't let anything go wrong, the angels stepped into formation. Every time you said, God, I trust you, the path ahead became clearer. The police that are coming are not your enemy. They are just part of the story. God is using even this moment to strengthen your journey, increase your discernment, and remove the masks around you. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You must stay calm and grounded. You must pray. Not because God needs your prayer to act, but because prayer keeps your spirit aligned with divine peace. God says, do not fear the footsteps that are coming. Fear the footsteps that have already been removed from your path. Heaven has blocked people from reaching you who would have done much more harm. You do not even know the dangers that God has already stopped. The one trying to frame you is already exposed in God's book, and soon they will be exposed in the natural world too. You are entering a new chapter. A chapter where no one can play with your name. A chapter where your blessings will overflow. A chapter where your faith becomes your shield. A chapter where God places the right people in your life, people who care, who support, who do not bring chaos, who do not compete with you, who celebrate you, and who protect you the way you protect others. Your heart has suffered silently for too long. God is rewarding that endurance. God is restoring what you lost emotionally. God is rebuilding your confidence. God is reminding you of your worth. Archangel Michael says again, firmly, do not ignore this message. But this time, his tone is filled with tenderness, as though he is speaking directly into your soul. You are not alone. You are being protected right now. Trust the process. Trust what God is doing. Stay in prayer. Stay in peace. The truth will rise. Everything meant to break you will turn into divine proof that God never left you. You are safe. You are protected. You are chosen. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will go wrong with you because God walked into the situation before you even knew it existed. God says this to you in a breath that moves through the quiet corners of your spirit, reaching into the places where fear has tried to settle, where confusion has tried to build walls, and where heaviness has tried to sit on your chest. God says that this message is not random, not ordinary, not something meant to pass you without touching you deeply. Archangel Michael stands beside this message, his presence strong, unwavering, powerful, and he says with a firmness that shakes the unseen world, I order you to listen. Do not ignore this. This is important for your life, your peace, your path, and your protection. There is something happening around you that you have not fully noticed. Someone is trying to twist your name, twist your truth, twist your intentions. Someone has been watching you with jealousy, with resentment, with a quiet bitterness that they hide behind a polite face or a silent presence. They are creating a story that is not real. They are building a lie that is fragile, and yet they believe it can harm you. But God says that He sees everything done in darkness, every whisper, every attempt to drag you into confusion, every move that has been plotted behind your back. He sees the person who has been framing you, and He says the truth is rising like light breaking through thick clouds. You may have sensed something was strange, maybe a shift in someone's tone, a sudden distance, a weird silence, a wrong feeling in your spirit. You felt something wasn't right, and that wasn't your imagination. That was God warning you quietly, preparing you, because He knew this moment would come. Archangel Michael steps forward now because the situation has reached a point where heaven must intervene boldly. Archangel Michael says that someone is trying to pull you into a situation where the police might get involved, not because you did anything wrong, but because someone is trying to make you look guilty. This is not your fault. You did nothing to deserve this. You did not call this trouble. You are not the cause of this storm. This is someone else's jealousy, someone else's insecurity, someone else's fear of your rising. But God says that no matter how close this situation tries to get to you, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are covered. You are protected. Archangel Michael says that heaven has already gone before the police, before the investigation, before the word spoken against you. The truth will stand up for you like a tower that cannot be moved. Lies will fall apart under their own weight. The person framing you is being watched, not by human eyes, but by divine eyes. Every step they take is being measured, every intention recorded. Their plan will break before it ever touches your life. God says that you must not panic. He says that the situation may look urgent, but the outcome is already secured. You are not alone. You are not exposed. You are not in danger. You are not without protection. He wants you to trust Him with a deeper trust than you've ever had before, because this is the moment where faith becomes your shield, your strength, your anchor. There is a reason this message is being delivered with urgency. There is a reason heaven is insisting that you listen. The enemy is hoping you will doubt yourself. The enemy is hoping you will panic, make a mistake, or fall into fear. But God says that fear is not your portion. Confusion is not your portion. Destruction is not your portion. His hand is on your life, and His hand is not weak. His hand is not uncertain. His hand is not temporary. God says that someone's jealousy over you has grown into desperation. They are scared of your potential, scared of your strength, scared of your favor, scared of how God lifts you again and again. They want to trap you in a situation that makes you question your worth or your path. But God says the one who tries to trap you will fall into their own trap. The one who tries to accuse you will face exposure. The one who tries to call the police on you will be the one questioned. Heaven is reversing the situation. Archangel Michael says he has drawn a line in the spirit, and nothing can cross it. He has placed protection around your name, around your image, around your reputation, around your soul. He says the police may come, but they will not come against you. They will come toward the truth. They will come toward clarity. They will come toward justice, and justice is already standing on your side. God says that in the coming days you may see signs, unexpected messages, sudden conversations, strange behavior from someone, or information that suddenly comes to you in an unusual way. These signs are not random. They are God showing you that He is revealing everything hidden. God says nothing that belongs in the light will remain in the dark. Nothing that belongs to truth will stay buried. Nothing meant for your harm will succeed. Heaven is rearranging the situation so deeply that the person who has been trying to frame you will be shocked by how fast things turn against them. Their lies will contradict themselves. Their story will fall apart. Their connections will weaken. People will begin to see inconsistencies. People will question them instead of you. The more they try to speak against you, the more they will expose themselves. God says that He has assigned angels to go before you and behind you. Archangel Michael stands at your right hand and says he will not allow anything to touch your life that is not aligned with God's will. He says your life is too important, your calling too valuable, and your destiny too powerful to be interrupted by anyone's lies. God wants you to breathe slower. He wants your heart to steady. He wants your mind to calm. He wants you to remember that when heaven steps in, even the strongest attack turns into dust. He wants you to know that this is a temporary moment, not a permanent storm. He wants you to know that this is a spiritual attack, not a failure of your character. He wants you to know that He is fighting for you in ways you cannot see yet. There is a breakthrough hidden inside this situation. Something big is about to shift in your life. The person framing you is unknowingly pushing you into a new level of favor. God says that what was meant to harm you will turn into a testimony. What was meant to frighten you will turn into a blessing. What was meant to collapse your peace will actually strengthen your faith. God is using this moment to show you how deeply He protects you. You are going to see His power in a way you haven't before. You are going to see His justice. You are going to see His timing. You are going to see how he reveals the truth at the exact moment it needs to be revealed. Archangel Michael says you must not react emotionally to the person trying to harm you. He says silence is your shield, patience is your weapon, and prayer is your power. He is fighting for you in the spirit. Let him handle what the human world cannot understand. Let him be your defender. You have been crying out for help quietly. You have been asking God for protection. You have been wondering if God heard you. And this message is the answer. God heard you. Heaven is moving. Angels are already at work. And nothing will happen to you that God does not overturn for your good. Someone may try to drag your name into trouble, but God says your name is written in light, not darkness. Your destiny is written in promise, not fear. Your future is written in victory, not defeat. God says you must keep praying. You must keep trusting. You must keep believing, because faith is unlocking things behind the scenes. You are safe. You are protected. You are covered. You are watched over. You are surrounded by divine presence. Nothing will destroy you. Nothing will break you. Nothing will remove what God has placed on your life. And God says this with absolute certainty: as long as you trust Him, nothing will go wrong with you. This message is your reassurance, your warning, and your protection wrapped together. Receive it deeply. Let it guide your steps. Let it calm your heart. Let it strengthen your spirit. You are not alone. Heaven is with you now. God says this to you in a voice that trembles through the unseen corners of your life, a voice that reaches you exactly in the moment you needed it most, a whisper filled with divine urgency, wrapped in love, wrapped in protection, wrapped in a truth that refuses to allow fear to rule over you for even a second. God says, listen to me now, because this moment is not random. This message is not ordinary, and what is unfolding around you is not something that the human eye can understand without the divine lens I am about to give you. You have been feeling something moving in the atmosphere, something pressing against your spirit, something that made you pause and wonder why certain things felt strange, why certain people behaved oddly, and why certain signs kept repeating themselves in front of you. God says, you were not imagining it, you were not overthinking it, you were not hallucinating it. Your spirit sensed the truth before your mind could process it. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now in full armor, his wings slightly trembling with the intensity of what he is about to reveal. He says, I order you to listen. I order you not to ignore this. I order you, child of God, to stay awake in this moment because something important is unfolding, something meant for your ears, your soul, your destiny, and your protection. Michael's voice is not angry, but urgent, the way a guardian speaks when danger stands close but cannot touch you. He sees every unseen intention, every hidden plan, every shadow pretending to be light, and he speaks because the heavens refuse to let you remain unaware for even 1 second longer. God says, child, someone is trying to frame you. Someone has spoken lies in dark corners where they thought no truth could reach. someone has tried to twist your name, your actions, your intentions into something they never were. Someone who carries jealousy, bitterness, and fear inside their heart decided that the only way to feel powerful was to pull your name into the mud. They thought you were vulnerable. They thought you were alone. They thought no one would stand for you. They thought their words would spread like poison and no one would question them. They thought the darkness inside them would go unnoticed. But God says, they forgot one thing: you are mine, and no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. Archangel Michael says, someone is attempting to bring trouble toward you, but I have already placed my sword in front of you. I have already blocked the path of destruction. I have already stood between you and anything that could harm you. I see the lies they have spoken. I see the false report they have tried to create. I see the words they whispered to the wrong ears. I see the way they tried to turn a story against you. They tried to frame you, but they did not realize that heaven was watching. God says, do not panic. Do not fear the word police. Do not tremble at the mention of authority. Do not believe for a moment that you are in danger. God says, even if someone knocks, even if someone investigates, even if someone attempts to ask questions, they will find nothing, absolutely nothing, because I am the God of truth, and I will not allow lies to take root in your life. You are safe under my wings. You are protected by my presence. You are lifted by my hand. Nothing will go wrong with you, nothing will destroy you, nothing will succeed against you. Trust me. Pray to me. Hold on to me. Because what was meant to harm you will collapse before it reaches your doorstep. God says, breathe, because I know your heart has been carrying a heaviness you didn't tell anyone about. You felt something was off. You felt something hidden was rising. You felt a strange tension around you. You felt someone's energy shift. You didn't know what it was, and you didn't have evidence, but your spirit kept warning you. That was me. I was preparing you, softening your heart, strengthening your intuition, alerting your senses so that when this moment arrived, you would not be shocked, you would be ready. Michael says, you did not imagine the sudden silence from certain people. You did not imagine the subtle glances. You did not imagine the shift in tone when your name was mentioned. Someone has been speaking falsely about you, someone has been twisting facts, someone has been fabricating a narrative. They were hoping these lies would reach the ears of the authorities. They wanted to place fear on your shoulders. They wanted you to doubt yourself. But hear me clearly, nothing they planned will stand. God says, child, the police may come not because you are guilty, but because someone else tried to create a story. But do not be afraid. Their arrival is not a threat, but a divine exposure. Their presence will not harm you, it will clear you. It will reveal the truth. It will expose the person who tried to harm your name. It will bring justice. What the enemy intended as fear, I am turning into freedom. What they meant as a trap, I am turning into proof of your innocence. God says, I will not let them touch you. Even if they try to bring your name into something that doesn't belong to you, their attempts will fail in front of your eyes. God says this message is coming to you at a moment when your spirit is shifting, when the atmosphere around your life is changing in ways you cannot yet see with your physical eyes. God says this is urgent, not because anything bad will happen to you, but because heaven has finally decided to separate you from the illusions, misunderstandings, and hidden intentions of people who pretended to be with you but were never truly for you. God says Archangel Michael stands beside you in this very moment, and he is speaking with a clear voice. I order you to listen. This message is for you. This is not the time to ignore what heaven is trying to show you. God says someone has been trying to shape a false image of you, not in the physical sense of danger, but in the emotional and spiritual sense, creating misunderstanding, twisting your intentions, painting a version of you that is not your truth. But God says nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. Heaven has already stepped in before anything could even reach you. You only need to trust God and keep praying, because prayer is the shield that has already blocked what others tried to release into your path. This message is coming to you not to create fear, but to show you how divinely protected you truly are. God is revealing that someone felt threatened by your spiritual growth, your inner awakening, your light, your destiny, your purpose, your resilience, and even your silence. Your silence made them uneasy because they could not read your next step. Your peace irritated the one who expected you to break. Your blessings confused the person who expected you to fall apart. God says they looked at your life, saw how you were rising, and somewhere inside them, jealousy began to grow into something they could not control. They could not understand why things kept working for you when life had given you so many reasons to give up. They could not comprehend how you continued to stand tall after everything you went through. And instead of healing themselves, instead of finding their own path, they decided to create misunderstandings about you. But God says the spiritual realm has already corrected every misunderstanding before it could touch your destiny. The police coming is a symbol from heaven, a symbol of divine investigation, divine justice, divine order stepping in. It means heaven has dispatched angels to review everything around you, to remove what is false, to expose what is hidden, and to protect what belongs to you. When God sends an investigation, it means the truth is about to surface, the real motives are about to be revealed, and your name is about to be cleared in a way that leaves no room for doubt. Archangel Michael says you have been watched, but not in the way people think. You have been watched by heaven. Every tear, every moment of loneliness, every disappointment, every betrayal, every time you wished someone understood your heart, heaven saw all of it. And now the energy around your life is shifting. Something big is unfolding. Something powerful is being released. Something that was blocked is opening. Something that was delayed is accelerating. Something that was hidden is rising to the surface. God says there were conversations about you that you were not present for, but heaven was. There were assumptions made about you that you could not defend yourself against, but Archangel Michael defended you. There were moments when someone wanted to make you look guilty of things you had no connection to, but God says your innocence has always been louder than their intentions. Every attempt someone made to pull you down has now become the reason God is lifting you higher. What they tried to distort is becoming your testimony. What they tried to hide is becoming your victory. What they tried to twist is becoming your breakthrough. God says the person who tried to spiritually frame you did it because they never thought God was watching. They never thought heaven cared. They never thought the truth would come out. But God says the truth has been recorded in heaven long before the lie was spoken on earth. No earthly tongue can rewrite what God has written about you. No intention from another human being can interfere with what heaven has already decided. You are chosen. You are protected. Your path is sealed. Your journey is divinely insured. Nothing can go wrong for you because God is holding your entire story. God says someone misunderstood your kindness. They mistook your gentleness for weakness. They interpreted your silence as fear. They thought you would not notice the energy shift around you. But heaven noticed. Archangel Michael stood at your side and whispered, "You will not be touched by this. You are under divine protection. Do not fear anything. Do not doubt yourself. Do not carry the weight of someone else's projections." God says this season of your life is about clarity. Everything that confused you before will now make sense. Every hidden intention will reveal itself without you lifting a finger. Every false story will dismantle itself. Every closed door will reopen. Every blessing that was delayed will arrive on time. Every spiritual conflict around you is being resolved right now. God says the coming of the police is a symbol of order replacing chaos. It means heaven is reclaiming your name, your path, your peace, and your destiny. God is taking back what someone tried to interfere with. God is restoring what was shaken. God is grounding you again in divine strength. God is sending angels to stand around you like a spiritual shield so nothing intended for harm can enter your life. Archangel Michael says the reason you were guided to open this message today is because heaven is preparing you for elevation. You are about to rise above the noise of the world, above the words of others, above the misunderstandings people created around you. You are stepping into a new chapter where peace flows more easily, blessings come one after another, and protection surrounds you at every step. God says someone is worried because everything they tried against you is collapsing. They feel the spiritual pressure of their own actions returning to them, not because God is punishing them, but because heaven always restores balance. What you send out comes back. What you speak echoes. What you plant returns as a harvest. You planted love, so love is coming back. You planted honesty, so truth is coming back. You planted faith, so miracles are coming back. Their intentions were not aligned with love, so they are receiving clarity about themselves. Not about you. God says you are safe. Nothing can go wrong for you. Do not be afraid of anything that tries to rise against your peace, it will fade. Do not worry about what others whisper, it will silence itself. Do not carry the heaviness of what someone else tried to build against your name, heaven has already dismantled it. Pray. Trust. Walk forward. Everything that once felt uncertain is becoming stable. Everything that once felt heavy is becoming light. Everything that once felt confusing is becoming clear. God says this message is not to alarm you, but to free you from the emotional weight you have been carrying. This is the moment heaven steps in. This is the moment your name is lifted. This is the moment your path opens. This is the moment your blessings flow. Archangel Michael says, you are protected. You are safe. You are chosen. You are covered. Do not fear anything. God says keep your heart steady. Keep your faith alive. Keep your prayers flowing. Keep your spirit open. Something powerful is about to unfold for you. Something that will make you understand why heaven needed to speak to you today. You are moving into a better season. You are moving into divine justice. You are moving into unexpected blessings. You are moving into a chapter where peace follows you everywhere. God says nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are guided. You are loved.